Community Viewpoint with John Pawlak and Maria Hurst.
And welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host, for another fine segment of Community Viewpoint. We have the honor to have with us today the Outreach Manager from Nathan Adelson Hospice with us today. Outreach Manager. She was a manager of someplace else. Who we have with us today is the former town manager, Susan Holecheck. And she is with, you may have read about it in the Pahrump Valley Times, but she's with Nathan Adelson Hospice, and she's, like I said, the outreach manager there. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back here. Different capacity, but
yes,
I'm back.
Yes. But you're doing a bang-up job with the Nathan Adelson people who have been around for many, many years. If you want to tell us a little bit about their background and a little bit about what you do for them. And share that with the public.
Many of you probably know this. Actually, Nathan Adelson has been a very long standing partner with Pahrump. They've been here 15 years. A lot of people may not know that. They are the largest nonprofit in Southern Nevada. We are the only nonprofit hospice here. We have other hospices in town, but they are for-profit. We're still nonprofit. I've been lucky enough to land this position. The part that I love, the first part, is the community outreach, because I get to still be of service, if I can, to members of our community. So that encompasses lots of different things, but a lot of it is events, and we probably will talk about a few of those events coming up. The next phase, which we'll roll into in a little bit, is business development. I hope to be able to work with some of the physicians, some of our medical facilities here, and then we may even roll into working on the foundation, which does so much good. So I'm really optimistic that this job is just going to be a job that evolves into more and more. Previously it was basically part-time, and now we're going to hopefully make it full-time.
And you're up the hill now. If you remember, they used to be on 160, and they moved to
commercial.
Commercial.
Right on commercial.
On commercial,
right?
Yes.
And I welcome anyone to come see us. We have a smaller office, but a friendly office, so it's great.
And you do a lot of work we've talked about that with Tyann when she was here before. You do so much for the people that are in the final days of their lives.
They're end-of-life choices,
right.
Yes. And sometimes we think of hospice or end-of-life choices as those affecting the elderly, and that couldn't be further from the truth, because we understand that disease is not a respecter of age. So those end-of-life choices can come at various times in people's lives,
right.
Not necessarily tied to a certain age. So.
Right, you could be a teenager, you could be middle age, and you don't have to be old like me. So that's some of the things that they do, and then you're going to be doing some things this spring and in summer that you'd like to tell us about?
I would, and they're long-lasting. For instance, our first one is our butterfly release. This is our 12th year of doing that. It is and I've not seen it, so I'm really looking forward to it. But from everything I've read and know, it's a very moving, very spiritual experience. Basically comes from American Indian lore. There's a legend that's associated with it. And the butterflies do come sort of cryo, and then they're heated up, and then they're released, yes.
Okay, cool.
People can actually purchase a butterfly in memory of someone that's passed that is near and dear to them, and they want their memory to go soaring towards the heavens. So that is April 26th. That's on a Sunday. The event also takes place in Las Vegas the day before. Okay. So we have it in both places. But it's at 2 o'clock, and it's at the Eye. And so that's one that is very enjoyable. I've heard a lot about, so that's good. We also are going to be doing a senior resource carnival, and that's going to be on May 6th. That's going to be at Saddle West. That's from 10 to 2. And it's meant to educate our seniors on the services that are here. You know, we think about Pahrump, there's so much here, it's just we sometimes don't know where it is and how to get to it. And So it's made to acquaint them with all different types of services.
So what would you be telling me about?
Well,
Like-
I might be telling you, maybe you're at that point in your life where you'd like to have a will or a trust.
Oh, something like
right?
that,
So we
okay.
might have lawyers there. You might be having some physical challenges. So maybe we have a vendor that provides medical supplies that make it more comfortable for you, whether it's walkers or whatever. We could have medical facilities there. The range is, there's just a large gamut, and we want the seniors to know really what's here in Pahrump Farm.
That's going to be May?
That is going to be May 6th, and that's from 10 to 2 at Saddle West.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to be part of the Biz Expo that the Chamber's doing on the 8th and 9th.
Of May.
Of May. And the
Right.
reason why we do that not only is to let people know that we're here and we care, but we're always looking for volunteers. So if you think you have any time, it doesn't mean you have to go to patients' homes. You could be a social butterfly for us. You could go to events and help us work events. So we're always looking for volunteers. That's good.
And you had your own phone number down there?
Yes, hopefully
Yes.
there it goes.
Yes.
That's my cell phone, so you're welcome to call me. And as I say, we really want people to stop by and see us sometimes. I think because we moved, we used to be on 160, and we moved. Maybe people thought, oh, they left town or they're not here anymore. So we really want to remind people that we are here and we can help.
Right, and you'll see them at Business Expo.
Sure.
And that's at the, Nugget? Yes, isn't it?
The Biz Expo is at the Nugget.
Right.
Yes, the Senior Resources Saddle West.
Right.
Right.
Let's not get those confused. And you're going to do the butterfly release.
The butterfly
on the
release.
26th
of April.
Which will be the day after Earth Day.
Oh, yes,
That's right.
that's right.
Yes,
now, that's kind of a tie-in, don't you think? That's kind of
Yes.
an interesting segue.
Too bad we couldn't reverse it. You can get the butterflies at the Earth Day event.
Thinking about the butterflies
Yes.
as a caterpillar, and then they go into this
Yes.
cocoon.
Yes.
That kind of ties together. I like that.
Yes, very good.
Good.
But yeah, it's spring. Many good things are happening, and so you're staying put then too.
So yes, thankfully I'm going to stay put, and I really want to thank all the people out in the community. Thank you.
Because you're in a very soft, gentle job now, and a lot of times it's not necessarily the person, it's the job that creates the havoc. Because I've known other town managers too, that they were the devil while they were there, but as soon as they leave the job, you realize that he or she is a wonderful person. It's the job that's the killer sometimes.
It really is, whether or not you're a town manager or just working in a government capacity. It's very difficult to make everybody happy all the time. And sometimes you do have to make decisions that please some and not others, and it can come back to haunt you. But I think the main thing for me is that I came to Pahrump wanting to be of service. I feel like I gave that service, but now I have an opportunity to give service back again. So.
And then you probably could say hi to Dave Stevens. He's probably watching.
I actually saw Dave Stevens at Albertsons the other day.
Oh my goodness, he remembered you, right?
Oh yes, he called, and I call him every once in a while, make sure he's okay. And yes, met a lot of wonderful people. So
Yeah, because we don't have those shows anymore. I'm sorry, the town board.
no, you don't have the town board entertainment anymore.
Yes.
Not even reruns, folks.
No, not even. No.
Not even reruns. But I am very, very happy to be able to stay in the community and continue to give. I think it's important.
Yeah, because Bob Adams is back on the PLAB.
Is he on
Public
PLAB?
Lands?
I think he's
Yes.
also on the Regional Planning Commission. And I still see Dr. Waters and Bill Dolan. I have not seen Amy. I miss Amy, but when I gave back my equipment, I don't have her number.
The numbers anymore either.
I know.
Yeah, so you're all probably still here, but it's not in the same capacities. But you're very visible.
Yes,
in the community.
and I try and be visible. I try and be out. I try and still attend the functions like I did before. And people are always welcome to come up and ask me questions or talk to me, and I'm here.
And in a non-threatening way now, too. They could just be
Yes,
themselves.
Exactly.
They don't have that agenda of whatever that was making them angry.
Right. It's not about me. It's not about anything other than Nathan Adelson right now.
Right.
And it's a matter of letting people know that they have a choice, and that Nathan Adelson has a lot of different services. I really like the sayings by Nathan Adelson that we can't add days to your life, but we can add life to your days.
Right. Yeah.
And they had the mission is that no one should have to end life's journey alone, afraid, or in pain. So just knowing those statements, I think, says a lot about Nathan Adelson. And I say that with no disrespect to any other hospice, but I was very moved by both of those statements. So to me, it really is indicative of a sense of caring.
Yeah, a dear friend of mine was near the end of his life. He had pancreatic cancer. And he had a bucket list of things to do. One of them was to go on a TV show. Unfortunately, he had
Did you let him go?
Yeah, it
Good.
was only this show, but he did
right.
it. And then at his home, when he couldn't leave, we were there one time, and he needed some medication. He called Nathan Adelson, and they sent somebody over, and they were able to pick up the medication. However, you do it with Nathan Adelson, and they delivered it. And Dr. Topo was working with them, with you at the time also, and he would come over there, and he had a great bedside manner, and he's a big BSer, but we miss him.
It's important for people to know it's not just about managing your pain. It's a matter of giving sometimes emotional, spiritual support. It's supporting the family, who is probably also, we know, are going through trying times. So it's really an all-encompassing. And the one thing that I find that I'm learning anyway that's enjoyable, that I do not believe other hospice have, we have some complementary therapies as well, whether it's Reiki or aromatherapy or reflexology or pet therapy. We have some additional therapies that can be provided to the patient as well. And I know people may sometimes scoff at that, but pet therapy is very, very important. Statistically, it shows that it calms people, lowers their blood pressure, and I love aromatherapy. I think a lot of us who go to spas, we do that.
Right.
I mean, that's whether you're a man or a woman.
Right. I have my own aromatherapy because I just got myself a candle for autism. White Castle has candles that smell like White Castle hamburgers.
No, stop. Is that right?
I know, yes. But anyway, I
funny.
bought that. I haven't lit it up yet, so we're out of time on that thought. So it's always a pleasure to see you,
Thank you.
speak with you.
Thank you very
Nathan
much.
Adelson, thank you.
Thank you for having me.